Welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hey everyone.
How's it going, guys? So tonight, we're gonna dive or delve into some Pantera.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Delve.
Delve. Oh.
Delve? Okay. Now it sounds wrong. Like when you say something too many times, it starts to sound wrong.
Right. So we did a little bit of research. We usually don't do that at all, but since we've heard some Pantera, we wanted to know what album this is from. This is the third album, and there is so Phil who is the legendary vocalist, is not on this,
right?
What's his name? Terrence Lee. Terrence Lee. He's the singer, and there were like 4 singers before Phil, and then of course Dimebag Darrell is on this, his brother Paul, and then Rex, that we found out has also been the longtime bass player of Pantera. So this is a whole different Pantera. I guess I've listened to more Pantera, of course. I had Cowboys from Hell, so I do know I showed her Cemetery Gates, and we listened to Walk, right? So that's pretty much what you've heard, right?
That's all I know, basically.
Maybe another one. I think I played you something else from Cowboys, but I wouldn't really know. But I guess this is a totally different band with a different vocalist. I don't know. I've never heard of... I didn't even know they had other singers before. So that's kind of like a revelation.
Go. And this is a request from Eric T. Thank you very much, Eric, for being a Dan member. This is the request that he chose as his Dan member request on Patreon. And I'm very excited about this because, I don't know much Pantera, and Nick knows Pantera and likes it, but also has
I know one album pretty well, Cowboys from Hell, and I loved it because it reminded me a lot of Judas Priest, like the way Phil Anselmo, that's his name, the way he was singing on that album was very Judas Priest, like a lot of like falsetto notes, but he stopped doing that in the next album. So I wasn't like interested anymore in Pantera because I didn't like the the growly voice, But I could be wrong because I've heard some Pantera and I was like, oh man, I missed out. But so now without the with a totally different vocalist, I don't know what to expect. So this is pretty exciting.
I am very excited, and this is something that we got from YouTube. Eric sent us the link because this specific song is not available on Spotify. So we always like to give you Spotify quality, but in this case, if you notice something about the quality, I don't know if it makes a huge difference. But
Premium. It's literally Spotify. No, but that Spotify Premium is literally better than CD quality. So that's why a lot of people have told us, your stuff sounds good. That's why. So, okay.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, everyone, for watching this. If you're new to the channel, consider giving us a like, subscribe, and hope you enjoy with us.
Yes. All right. So this is the song
"Come On Eyes." So I'm very excited. Let's see what this is all about. Yeah, 1985.
So this is crazy. This is pretty much like Metallica during Master of Puppets.
Okay.
To give you some like
like reference. Yeah.
Iron Maiden, the one we did on the plane, the
oh, cool. Okay, go
Power
check
Slave.
That out.
Yeah, Power Slave. So just to give you a reference where metal was.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Let's get started.
Wow, totally. Very nice observation. So wow. So of course Dimebag, wow, is amazing as ever. His solo. He's just such a good guitar player. Solo. A huge loss to literally music, everything. This guy was amazing as a person, as a musician, as just a bandmate. You know, what a huge loss. That's insane. But the vocalist, holy moly, this sounds literally like a glam band. It sounds like very Poison different. Or like, it doesn't even sound like Maiden or Priest. Or
even
Metallica.
The drums, like the fact that
but it's Paul.
Yeah,
I guess it's just the time.
Electric drums also sound very like.
It sounds very.
I like it. But it's very.
You like it?
I like it, but it's very different.
I don't dislike it, but it's just such a shock looking at Pantera that I first listened to the raw, you know, rah, 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 rah. And then this is like, it sounds like Motley Crue. Yeah. You know, like
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, but I'm not hating on it. It's just, I think it's just them before becoming this like the, I don't know, but cool. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Are you liking it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh. You're good. Oh no.
Let's close it.
Yeah. You got it just in time. Good.
Yeah, YouTube does like literally YouTube has like a life of its own. Literally, once the song is over, it just plays you like a new like commercial. It's like a TV. It's horrible. Yeah. This was pretty interesting. I don't love the voice. Mm-hmm. Like I kind of like.
I did like it. I mean, I don't know the Pantera that you were talking about because the songs
I would love
I've heard
to play some.
Are like, Cemetery Gates is more like a ballad. That's really the only one I like.
Yeah, but the voice he has so such power, you know, Phil. And this was like, it had too much effect.
Yeah, that's true.
The effect was just horrible. It sounded like he was somewhere in the back.
That's true, yeah.
And there was so much reverb on the voice, but it was still a great product. Look, the guitar playing is so good.
It is. That blew me away. That blew me away.
Compared to other bands during that time, Dimebag was so much better than, you know, so many guitar players. Like, I'm going to name one that I'm sure a lot of people are going to agree with me. Kirk Hammett, Metallica. He did, you know, he recorded some good solos, but it's almost like he stopped like studying or practicing. He's just not that good, you know. Live, he's always out of tune. He barely can play his own solos. I don't like that as a musician. And this guy's just like, you can feel that this guy was practicing his ass off, you know. He's just a very accomplished musician, Dimebag.
Yeah, and you can hear also the love and intensity in like what he's playing.
Everything, you know? The licks he does, they're always super weird, you know, like chromatic stuff, like hard to play, you know,
and cool
not
effects
just like
throughout the song.
Yeah, well. he uses his the whammy bar, like wow, you know, he does these dive bombs and screams and stuff. I think he's so cool. Yeah, the drums were a little bit like off-putting. They sound a little electronic, but I think everything else it was a good song. It was a good song for 1985
and a good song to compare.
Oh yeah,
you know?
the contrast is insane. But I would, if I would have heard this, I would have thought it was a different band.
Yeah.
Because then again, I mean, yes, Dimebag is such a good guitar player, but I wouldn't have recognized the licks because I haven't heard him enough. It's not like, oh, you know, that's Steve Vai.
Yeah.
But but all in all, it's a great song. It's just like, compared to what they became later, they became this amazing band. You know.
Yeah.
But there was still like that. They were already like, it was, I guess, a different time in the 80s, 85. People were not playing the music that they played later, you know? Which is like slower but heavier and more intense, and I don't know, but it was a good very
good request. I feel like Eric
because there's a lot to talk about.
Exactly. Eric did a great job in like knowing what would get us into conversation, you know. So thank you very much for that. I feel like we discovered a whole new band per se, because you didn't even know that they ever had another.
It's literally like,
vocalist.
I'm the worst because I thought that Cowboys from Hell was their first album. So it's that's
it's
that's
funny
like
how like what you think is all that's out there, unless you take the initiative and go for it. But that's why we started the channel, because we wanted to get to know more things, open up new doors, even to bands that we already know. We've talked about this before. There's even some Pink Floyd stuff that we don't know, that we've never heard of, and we call ourselves Floyd fans. So
it's a fifth album, Cowboys from Hell.
Wow. Yeah.
So there's like an entire like history like that we had no idea of. But yeah, like with the Pink Floyd, even we literally call ourselves like Pink Floyd connoisseurs, and we have no idea what they did before Wish You Were Here and Dark Side.
Yeah,
but
so we have a lot
there.
to discover from a lot of different bands, but I enjoyed this. I really did. I guess the one thing that I didn't hear so much in this song was the bass. I feel like it didn't really have any memorable lines or memorable...
They pulled a Justice for All.
Yeah, exactly. But the guitar playing for me was, I think, the best part. The voice I did enjoy, but when you pointed out the effect, I can kind of see how that's off-putting. But as a girl, you know, I do like Def Leppard. I do like these kinds of things. And so maybe that's why I did enjoy it. But I could see how, as a fan of Pantera from a different era, would be hard to take this in.
I'm
Not
sure...
hard in a bad way, but just like a shock.
Yeah, if you're a Pantera fan, let us know, were you like a fan of the early stuff, and then when Phil came along, like, were you like put off? Were you like, what the hell? Like, it sounds like,
yeah,
you know, like I miss my melodic, you know, like heavy metal, because they became more like thrash. This sounded more like just like heavy metal.
Yeah.
Like so yeah, let us know. Are you like from the old school, or are you like from the are you from the 80s Pantera, the 90s, or are you like us? Like, did you just discover them?
Yeah.
You know? Let us know, and thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We hope to see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Bye. Everyone.